Have another beer, buddy.
Chatty chat chat chat. I think that they probably said that being shorter is advantageous.
Well, they need to teach me then. There you go. So we had to poke a little fun at him. Call you Ginger Swag.
Yeah. If you weren't bowlers, what would you have liked to have done instead? Anything else. Literally anything else.
That's a great answer.
The horse is so dead that it's on some kid's school project on a landfill already.
And there you have
that one before.
No. We'll talk about that one more.
Terrible idea.
What's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up?
I'm telling you, I wanted to come in here hot like the Pat McAfee show and just all fired up to start this
Yeah.
Monday.
Let's go.
What?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Be a friend, tell a friend something nice that may change their life. What's happening, everybody?
All right, so there's not a whole lot going on in the world of bowling, but there is something that we will talk about, and also we have our annual rescue fundraiser coming up. It's going to be December 9th. There's all kinds of information down in the description below. I don't have the prize list updated, but this is one of the prizes. And we'll go through the prize list and all the details and whatever else if you're interested, because we have about $3,500 worth of stuff to give away. So
it's a lot of stuff.
Keep that in mind. One of the things, I'm going to open what I'm drinking with. We have this is probably the coolest. I mean, aside from, because normally we give away bowling balls and jerseys and whatever else, cool stuff, but this is unique. So this is a bottle opener made from a Marvel Maxx SE. So it's an overseas ball, and a friend of the channel makes these by hand. And there's a bunch of stuff down here that he has so graciously donated. And we also have a link where we have an email address for him in the description if you would like to turn an old bowling ball that's perhaps got sentimental value, whatever else, into something like pens, bottle openers, wine stoppers. He even did a knife. I have a pizza cutter you could murder somebody with. So, yeah, and these things are heavy duty too. Like, this has got some heft to it. This is a nice bottle opener. It's not just some like nonsensical, whatever else.
Yeah, they smell good too. At least yours do.
Yes, and they still smell like, if you send Storm balls, he can make them with whatever. But this still smells like the ball. So,
what you drinking there? It's dark. Very, very dark.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a porter?
This is something Angel found me. This is
Okay.
Dragon's Milk Reserve. Dragon's Milk is about the most fantastic stout that you can get because it's 11%. Doesn't taste like it's 11%. Dragon's Milk Reserve Oatmeal Cookie.
I feel like we've tried this together before.
We've had some Dragon's Milk before, but I don't think we've had the Oatmeal Cookie. And this is also bourbon barrel aged. Stout with cinnamon, brown sugar, raisins, oats, and vanilla extract. 11%.
Ooh, 11, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Luke's going to be doing cartwheels here before the end of the show. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, if I don't try to breathe it.
Easy.
Yeah. Well, excited to get going. Yeah, Dragon's Milk. Dragon's Milk is amazing. And this actually tastes virtually exactly like my brother's cinnamon toast, his grandma's oatmeal stout or whatever.
See, I never tried your brother's
French stout.
Yeah, I never tried it. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe because it's sweet. I don't know.
Yeah, it's sweet. And I think I made a mistake. Instead of waiting on you to drink half of this for me. But I also have one of my brother's sours to wash it down with. So,
oof. This cord is going to drive me nuts testing out these headphones.
We'll be good. Yeah.
Anyway.
So, let's this might be something fun because there's not a whole lot of bowling stuff going on. Do want to mention in 2 weeks, Packy is going to join us.
Whoop! Packy Hanrahan.
So, yes, the Pac-Man himself.
Yep.
He lives in the area, and you know, we just know him from tournaments and whatever else, and he's the exact same dude off camera that he is on camera. He's a really nice, really approachable guy. He's given me some tips and pointers here and there. I even showed up in a video. It was actually kind of funny. I gave him a few YouTube pointers way back in the day.
When he was first getting started, yeah.
Yeah, when he was first getting started. Now he's leaps and bounds beyond me. But with the USBC urethane thing, which we're going to talk about, the urethane study, which is a complete farce, pretty much. But the new PBA urethane rules start on January 6th. And so that's a thing. We have Hammer's got a new blue hammer. Storm's coming out with a 78 hardness IQ. Motive's already got microcell. So that's kind of a thing. They recently released next year's PBA schedule. And so we'll talk to him about that. And the string pin debate continues to be popular. And they put in string pins at Wichita State, and they show up in most of his videos. And so he's going to have an awful lot of stuff to talk about. So we're going to be able to just sit here and drink and just let him talk. Easy show. Next week, we are going to have a special bonus show because it is your birthday here in a couple weeks. What is it, 2 weeks, or it's a week from Wednesday or something like that? Or 2 weeks from Wednesday?
Nope, a week from Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yep. Yes, sir.
33, 32, 34?
I will be 35.
35. Nice round even
Samsonite. I was way off.
Yeah, I was way off. And you would have started with a 3, though.
Yeah, you're close enough. I wish it started with a 2, but you know. Yeah, looking forward to getting Packy on here and picking his brain on some stuff. Also want to mention, too, while we're discussing Packy being on the show at our normal regular scheduled show, we are going to have you guys send us some questions. You can send that to our email, and we'll pick a few questions that somebody might want to ask Packy. It could be anything from tips, questions, or whatever you want, but fire those off to us at the Breakdown Pair email. Just 10 years older than him. You know what? It's a great day. Sorry for your loss. That's great. That's great. So, yes, we are excited for that show. It's going to be a fun one. Luke and I talked about that last week. I think it was last Thursday. We kind of brought it up and started discussing it. And we were like, you know what? That'd be a great idea. And I really am looking forward to hearing his thoughts on the urethane changes out there, and what his overall thoughts are going to be, or game plan that is going to be going into the season without being able to use purples. So,
yeah, because that's going to be a big thing for the now the new blue hammer looks great, and they've said that, you know, there's some subtle differences and there's some things that they're going to have to adjust, but they've got a few months here to try it versus the purple in regionals, other tournaments, and whatnot. And so they're going to be able to hit the ground running. Our pros are already getting the IQ 78 into their hands, and so it looks like it's going to be very similar to the pitch black. And so what it looks like is that Hammer has put out a near replacement for the purple hammer, while we're putting out a near replacement for the pitch black. And so things are going to kind of stay the same that they have been, so to speak, at least for the moment. But neither company is going to be, I mean, if the new blue is as good as the purple, then they don't really have to worry about coming out with another one. I think that we still need to develop something that's more similar to that, because the pitch black is good when it's needed, but the purple hammer is objectively more versatile. So, and it looks like the new blue is too. Packy's put up a couple videos about that, and so we'll be able to talk to him about that.
Don't you have like a Zen U or something coming too? And
The Zen U. Well, they put out the Zen U, and it's already been discontinued.
Oh, that's right.
It was a little too. I like it, but I think it's just a little bit too much length and boom. And then by the time putting surface on it didn't tame it down. And see, that's normally the thing, is when you put surface on like a reactive ball, it makes it earlier, but it also makes it smoother. So when you knock the shine off of something, you do it to just calm it down a little bit. That didn't really happen to. The weakest and smoothest it was going to be was lane shined. And if you add surface, it digs more, it hooks more, and it shapes more somehow. So it wasn't quite, I thought it was good, and it was great for me at nationals, but I don't think it's going to be, it's not a Purple Hammer opponent.
That was, the Zinyu was the black one, right?
Yeah.
That's right. I remember now. Okay. Thanks. Sorry. I saw somebody say something about the Zinyu, and I was like, yeah, maybe. And I completely forgot that was already come and gone. So you didn't see very many guys throwing that.
Yeah. First time I saw Packy bowl in person, I thought it was Trevor was messing around two-handed. They are both very tall and lanky. They're both very good.
There's that too.
But yeah, I mean, we see Packy all the time, and again, he's a great guy. I don't know why we haven't thought about having him on before. Maybe we have, but we just haven't thought, whatever. We don't want to be one of those shows that kind of begs a bunch of pros to come on to, make up for the content that we don't have. We've got plenty enough to talk about, and y'all hang out with us dumbasses anyway. So
that's fair. And we're also going to work on getting the Mr. Rhino Page to come on and hang out with us at some point too. So definitely some interesting talks. We can talk a little big bowling when we get him on here.
Yeah, because we saw him at Trevor's wedding about a month ago now.
He actually married them.
Yeah, yeah. He was their master of services or their
maestro.
Yeah.
He did a good job. I thought anyway.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. I'd tell you what, he's a lot of fun to talk bowling with too. So he'll be a good listen.
Yeah, he's another one of those like Packy that's really nice. I actually bowled on a league team with him almost 20 years ago now when he was going to KU. And while he was going to KU, he lived with the Baumgartners for a year or two. So we got to know them really well, and they've stayed friends and whatever else. And so yeah, he was the one that married them, and so we talked to him a little bit at the ceremony, and he said he'd be perfectly happy to come on and talk about what happened with big bowling, and he'd like to get his side of the story out there and not drama or digging stuff up. It's just interesting things, kind of behind the scenes things. He's got some extra information that people would be very interested to know and to find out. Again, not throwing anybody under the bus or digging up dirt or putting secrets out there or whatever else. It's just, he's the one that has the actual truth or the actual information. Yeah, everybody speculates what happened. He can tell us what happened. Right. So we're hopefully going to have him on sometime in the next couple weeks too.
Not to spoil anything, but the story about how big bowling started is actually really interesting. And
it's fascinating. Yeah,
it is very fascinating, and it's not what you would have thought. The other cool thing I'd like to talk to him about too is, for those that are old enough to remember, the 2007 or 8 season where he started the tour and he ran through the TQRs as they called them back then.
He's got a
really insane.
Yeah, he's got a really interesting story about that too. So
yeah, it's really cool to hear how he did it. So because he had a game plan every week and nobody caught on to it. So I'm excited for him to share that story as well. So looking forward to some upcoming shows.
And for those that may not know who he is, when the year that he won the U.S. Open, if you find that show and watch that, that's one of the best. And I haven't watched it for a while, but I remember that being one of the best performances that I've seen from anybody on any show ever. He went like 250, 260 to win, and he labeled everything. It was one of those, he was completely focused. He was matched up, but he was calm. He was confident. It looked like he walked in there as like, this is just my tournament.
Yeah.
He decided it was his tournament. And so he just kind of relaxed, aced every shot that he threw. And that was kind of that. So I need to go back and check out that show, but I'm really looking forward to talking to him about that too.
And we can talk to him about the physical change he made that week for the US Open as well. There's a story behind that. I don't know if you know that one yet or not, but we can bring all that up with Mr. Rhino. The cool thing is our next 2 guests are going to be, they're on Team Coolwick with us as well. So we've got that going on.
Yeah.
Got that going on. Maybe I'll give some stuff away. I'll be more than happy to give away some shirts, t-shirts or something. So,
Yeah.
or hoodie. We'll see. But cool.
Yeah, I'll actually post that in the. I'll post it in Discord, but I'll pull it up here now and put it in the chat. Once again, if you have any questions that you would like to ask Packy or Rhino, we'd like to take them in advance so that we can kind of screen them and make sure that we're not asking frivolous stuff. I know that some people want to know different things, and but if you have, we want to put together a good amount of great questions to ask them, and especially stuff that we don't think that they probably get asked very often. We want some unique questions that are also some interesting, thought-provoking questions or whatever, not some of the basic stuff.
And those that don't know, Rhino is a free agent now, so he's not tied down to a ball company, so he can give us his no BS answers too. So it's gonna be fun. Gonna be a lot of fun. Yep, fire those questions in there. Email is on the screen there, so feel free to shoot those in, and then make sure, please, in the subject line you tell us who the question's for, Packy or Rhino. Please. Yeah,
that'd help. I'm going to just go ahead and leave the email address up there for a minute. So this is really good. This does not.
It looks very chewy.
Oh, damn it. I knew what I was going to do. I was going to use my award-winning glass tonight. I completely forgot about it. I got rushing around grabbing all this stuff that people donated to give away in the Doggo fundraiser. We had beer and chili has that only been a week ago? I think that was only a week. Well, it's a week and a half.
Not this last weekend, but the weekend before.
Yeah.
Right before Halloween.
It was nice this weekend, and it was awful that weekend. But we put some tents up. You brought a little heater, or you brought a little heater. You brought a heater. It was actually really nice in there.
Yeah,
once we got both tents up, and we had a great time. I'm actually going to start perfecting my chili recipe for next year, because so far the last couple of years have not been too great. So I'm going to bring something next year that's going to compete in the chili competition. Right. However, I did win worst beer. I knew I was going to win worst beer, by the way.
Cheers.
But we have prizes for it. We go over to Trevor's house and have several different people make pots of chili, and then we taste test them all. And we vote for our favorites, and then we have the beer thing. The beer thing actually went a little bit too long. It got drug out a little bit too long. I think that we need to rein that back a little bit. But it was a good time. It was a very good time. Or what we need to do is we just need to make Michelle taste everything, and then base our opinions on her reactions.
That saves our liver, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Michelle, I can't believe they actually talked her into doing it. Michelle is Trevor's mom, for those that don't know, and we got her somehow talked into doing the beer and chili, and everything she tastes, it's like, it's awful. You know what? There was actually some good beers in there, I will say.
Yeah.
I will say there were some good beers in there, but it's a lot of fun.
You see what I tagged you and Bruce in on Facebook? It was like craft beer community, or they might not allow tags, because I don't know if you guys remember that group, but there's a group called Craft Beer Community, and somebody posted about that spicy pickle beer, or that spicy whatever that we had at Beer and Chili. Yeah.
I don't remember who brought that.
Kind of seriously review the spicy pickle monster.
Yes, that's what it was. It was like jalapeno.
I can't remember who brought it, but yeah, spicy pickle monster. He reviewed, some guy reviewed that, and then one of the other ones that I think that we had there too, that jalapeno one or whatever. But
I want to say Bruce brought that one. It was either Bruce or Haley. Haley got one. Haley got one that was supposed to be spicy, but I think it was also pickled, but I don't know if she put it in or not. So
I think, there was one that was like spicy and there was like jalapeno, and it wasn't actually too bad because it didn't taste like pickle.
Oh yes, it kind of tasted like kind of tasted like dirt.
Yeah,
it was like dirt jalapeno is what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Shots for the. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, these people probably want to talk bowling. I don't know.
Should we start with the USBC thing?
Yeah, we'll start with the USBC thing. So USBC put out, and once again, Jeff Riggles has got this covered on 11thframe.com. He wrote up a really good story about it. You should subscribe. It's $2 a month or $20 for the year, which makes it like $1.70 or $1.80 a month or something like that. If you can't afford $2 to read, and he puts out, I mean, the guy wakes up at like 3:30 a.m. and just writes the entire day, and he fuels himself on Diet Mountain Dew. And the stories are all about everything. They can be about local stuff, but he normally posts like 2 or 3 articles a day. It's just insane. Yeah. So you're just not going to find a better value for your money anywhere. And he wrote up a story about this, and the gist of it is that USBC doesn't think that urethane, which is really funny. They don't think that urethane aging causes any issues or increases the performance as it ages and softens, yet they ban the purple hammer for becoming too soft, the 16, 17 purple hammers for being too soft. And they also ban some Storm, the Spectre, and then they soft ban the other ones for being too soft. But they don't see that urethane performance increases as it softens, so they're not going to do anything else.
Well,
so there's that. Yeah, I'm gonna actually pull this up. Damn it,
James actually he just posted.
Yeah, James shared it. I'm trying to click on the dang link, but I can't because it wants to show it in the. All right. 11th frame.
For God's sake, just give me the damn number.
Yeah.
Come to the breakdown pair. Endless Dumb and Dumber quotes.
Yeah. No, it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing.
You said you're pulling up the article? Sorry.
Yeah.
Cool. There was a French mustard beard out there for a while.
Yeah.
Ugh. That sounds... I'd rather drink the pickle.
God, now I've got to remember all my login stuff. That's always nebulous. Remember not... Yeah, that's what I thought.
I need to get a curtain or something for back here. I hate the shadows. Shadows drive me nuts.
Huh. USBC offers a new test to say urethane's getting softer with use doesn't matter. Ex-USBC equipment specs employee says testing is flawed. Yeah, in the wake of PBA instituting new rules that take effect in January to eliminate urethane balls that get illegally soft with use from PBA competition, USBC has devised another test that purports to show that urethane's getting illegally soft doesn't matter in performance. So they've literally banned balls for being too soft, but now all of a sudden it's not a problem. And Paul Ridenour, who worked for them in equipment specifications from 2006 to 2010 and was a close friend of Mo Pennell, he also tried to start his own bowling brand. I don't know if you know this. There was a bowling brand called Works Shop, WORX Shop, bowling balls. And it didn't really take off or go anywhere, but Ridenour knows what he's doing.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, it was, I came across it on ballreviews.com, which used to be a decent forum. Now it's just for shitty staffer ball reviews.
It's been a long time since I've been on ballreviews.com.
Yeah, but Ridenour was on there, and I remember seeing it on there and thinking it's like, oh, okay. I mean, whatever. And I said as much, and then he had words to say about that. And I'm like, his wife apparently was in marketing or whatever else, and I didn't think the marketing was competitive for that, but it could have been interesting. They haven't had a definite brand identity. Anyway, Ridenour sent a statement. So the greatest bowlers in the world have for years made choices that belie USBC's position, as they overwhelmingly have chosen the Purple Hammer and Storm Pitch Black when using urethane. Those are the only two urethanes PBA found to get illegally soft with use in its extensive testing on tour. And if urethane's getting illegally soft doesn't matter in performance, why would the PBA spend so much money, time, and energy on it and enact rules that create strife with two of its biggest sponsors? See, this is the thing. As much as people want to dog on the manufacturers, they're what's keeping the boat afloat. They pump so much money back into competitive bowling that it's just unreal. It's mind-boggling how much money they pump back into it. And so the PBA kind of taking them to task, or the USBC, is they're walking on thin ice here. But we talked about this a few months ago when I shared that video that Ron Hicklin did from Creating the Difference. The best video, I mean, just the best video on the subject. They showed the difference in performance between soft urethane and harder urethane, night and day. Absolute, complete night and day. The way that somebody else, I saw somebody in a comment section mention this, the best way to explain it is that bowling ball hardness is kind of like tire inflation. So if you have super, super inflated tires, they're not going to get as much traction or dig as if they're soft, you know, or again, soft footballs or deflated footballs. Tom Brady.
I was going to say, thank you, Tom Brady.
Softer bowling balls create a larger footprint, and they actually have like carbon paper or whatever to measure the footprint size. Or the footprint is basically the part of the bowling ball that's actually touching the lane. The softer the bowling ball gets, the wider the footprint gets, meaning the more of the ball is actually in contact with the lane, which means it can grip more. And so your USBC banned stuff for being too soft, and now they say that stuff getting soft doesn't matter. That's really all you need to know. And again,
makes a lot of sense.
Sign up for 11thframe.com. There's a great article on this. You can get a Ridenour statement. The biggest thing that he saw was that they only used urethane balls that tested between 75 and 81 hardness for the initial testing. The average urethane hardness for this testing was between 78 and 79. The average urethane hardness testing and the PBA testing was just short of 74. The minimum manufactured hardness that the USBC allows is 73, because once a ball gets below that, they feel like the performance is enhanced, and they feel like that's the line where performance begins to become significantly enhanced if it's softer than that. So why they just use 75 to 81 hardness bowling balls for this testing and saying, okay, well, 89 and 75 is about the same thing. Well, yeah, because they set the minimum at 73.
Right.
Because under 73, bowling ball performance increases. So why would they not test anything under 75? That just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't.
It's just all been a big joke anyway, to be honest. I mean, I don't even know how they could get that out after the big whole deal with the storm balls being banned, and then now to come back and say, it's not really the case.
Yeah, all of a sudden stuff getting softer doesn't matter. As long as it stays above 70, as long as it. But the problem is that stuff is manufactured. This is the whole problem that they started having in the first place, is that stuff is manufactured and approved.
Right.
This is exactly the same problem that they're all of a sudden pulling a 180 on, because stuff is getting manufactured and USBC approved it, but then they found that in field testing, stuff was getting softer. That was a problem, so they banned them. Now all of a sudden they're saying the opposite. Oh, this is not a problem at all. As long as it's manufactured above 73, we're good to go.
Well, then they should USBC approve the Spectres.
Yeah, I guess I don't. This is wild. I mean, because there's some other things that, I've been fairly okay with. They up the hardness a little bit. I'm okay with that. I think that, we do need to maintain some specifications on this stuff. I'm okay with the PBA going to 78 on hardness for the urethane, because I think that the urethane stuff especially the purple hammer, has kind of taken over the game. It's almost like a little cheat code. But yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. They've got some kind of tool now that tests the hardness and footprint size, and I don't know. It's just dumb.
The first thing I thought when I saw the article was just like facepalm. I mean, I don't understand anything the USBC does anyway. So, hey, right there, facepalm. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's just absolute stupidity. They pulled a complete 180. Again, 11thframe.com. For the full story, it's definitely worth it.
In that case, why wouldn't somebody? I mean, it's not a hill you want to die on, I guess, but in that case, why wouldn't Storm, for example, be calling them out and saying, "Hey, look, can we USBC approve our Spectres?" I know they're long gone; they're not going to remake them, right?
Yeah, I don't know,
but
yeah. Our Spectres are a bottle opener now. This one's kind of hard to. This is kind of hard to see. I think you can.
Smells good.
I need a light in a different place. This actually looks amazing with the. Where's my phone?
Do you not have the front light on?
No, I've got the front lights on, but they're more like around the camera so that they're not, blocking.
Bleeding out. Yeah.
Here we go. There we go.
That's pretty.
Look at that bad boy.
Pretty.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Those bottle openers are so dang cool, though.
Anyhow.
I don't know. I find it silly that they don't fight to get those back. But once again, I understand at the same time, like I said, they're long gone now. So
yeah, I don't know. And then people wonder why we can't get bowling into the Olympics.
I don't think it'll ever happen. I mean, I shouldn't say never, but got no. Oh, sweet. All right.
I can't lift the other eyebrow.
Can't do the rock. Right. Yeah, you just the one side.
I can't. The one eyebrow does it, but the other one is.
I can't really. I can only do the one side too, but
look at my eye twitching.
Coming soon. Sweet. I'm excited to see what it is. I'm excited.
So anyhow, realistically, you can find the story and see all that you need to know, all that they know currently about the story, but the PBA did instate urethane rules, and so you can't use the pitch black or the purple hammer on tour anymore. So if you see any urethane-like use, it's going to be the new blue hammer from the B7 staffers. Motive still has microcell, but apparently it doesn't look that great on tour. And Storm's got the new IQ78. Now, the IQ78 is just the pitch black cover. They raise the hardness, and they put it on the IQ core, the IQ Tour core. Brunswick's version is not urethane, but it also still meets the 78. It's also still manufactured at the 78 hardness. So we will have to see because the PBA says that the ball needs to be manufactured over 78, but it needs to stay over 73. And so I would imagine that a lot of these companies might be looking at this, trying to kind of, and that might be the thing. That might be why Storm just raised the hardness on the pitch black cover, since it gets softer anyway. So it's like, okay, we'll just manufacture it here. As they use it, it'll get softer and it'll get better and whatever else. And as long as it stays over 73, we won't have a problem. Hammer has come out with something that looks, I have no idea whether or not it's going to stay at 78 hardness, but it reacts great. It looks to me. So I don't think it really matters whether it gets softer or stays at the same hardness. It looks great at whatever hardness it's at now. So
some of the people I've seen throwing it, it actually looks pretty strong. The new blue hammer, it shapes a lot.
Yeah,
like when it sees friction, it goes.
Yeah, I watched. Packy had a couple that were drilled differently and that had different surfaces on them. I watched that video yesterday, day before.
Yeah,
And yeah, it looks like the real deal. All I've seen from the IQ78 so far is just some promo reels and stuff, and they're obviously going to make it look good. So we haven't seen any out in the wild so that we can really examine what it actually does or what it's actually going to be like. Now, it doesn't come out until the middle of December, and so I won't have a review until I think Black Friday is actually when I can put a review up. That's still 3 weeks away. I don't have the ball yet, and so I don't have anything to say on the subject, really. So
Curious to hear your thoughts on it. Since you are a lefty, you'll throw urethane probably a lot more than.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, if it's good, it's one of those that, yeah, urethane's actually in play for me now, and so if it's good, I'm definitely gonna have 1 or 5 of them or something. I've got a couple different pitch blacks drilled. Yeah, you know it's serious when you've got multiple pitch blacks with different layouts on them. That's when I just give up. But I've got a Zen-U that I like quite a bit. I've got a couple backups, which thankfully, since it's now discontinued. But we'll see with the IQ78. I've also still got my fast pitch hanging out, and so I'm going to compare the IQ78 to all of them. So we shall see.
I forget about the fast pitch.
Yeah, because it was really only good with surface on it. Once it lane shined, it turned into a marble, and that's why the one tournament that Jesper won with him, he was in the 4th or 5th position, and he ran the step ladder and won the tournament, but he had 4 different fast pitches drilled, because as soon as they start to lane shine, they're completely worthless. With surface on them, they look pretty good, but yeah.
Cool.
So anyhow,
moving on.
Yeah. How'd you guys do in league on Thursday? We had a very interesting night for not really what we had anything to do with.
It wasn't a great night. I only had like 620. It wasn't. I threw it awful, so it wasn't a good night. Norm shot 740, so wasn't terrible.
Norm had a couple good games.
I think we actually got a good amount. I don't want to tell you the exact amount because I don't know off the top of my head. I was kind of irritated, so I got out of there. But I think we had a decent points night. We had 31 last week, and then or the week before, then that's the second time we've gone 31 this year. So that's we did it to Trevor, and then
that's kind of wild.
And then we did it to I don't remember who it was. Oh, it was last week. It was. That's gonna kill me if I can't remember who it is. But I think it was we were right around 18, 19 points, I think.
Okay.
The other night, which is pretty good considering I only had 620. So Norm boosted us up. So how about you guys?
The more interesting thing for us is that we've been in first for a couple weeks now, and we've had, Trevor, aside from getting destroyed by you guys week 1, Trevor's team has had the most points between then and now, but they got 4 Thursday. Team Ottawa, Trevor's team got 4.
Oh,
and then Team Ottawa got like 10. We got 23, so it was a solid night. We bowled Trent's team, and we beat them pretty good the first game. They got us pretty good the second game, and then we just kind of ran away from a little bit the last game. So we had a 23 and 9. That's a really solid night. We'll take it. But yeah, just we didn't really have a crazy good night, but we put so much distance between us and like second and third now. So we're in first place by a lot. But we haven't bowled you guys yet. We haven't bowled Russ's team yet. Zach Rhodes' team is towards the bottom. We haven't bowled them yet. We haven't bowled Angel's team yet. So there's a few teams that are up there towards the top. Russ's team is nasty because not just Russ, but Mason Alvarado. He's got 2, and if he gets on, he's just gonna, he's gonna score almost as well as Russ. So Russ has got a really solid team. You guys, I think, have got a really solid team as long as Norm is pointed the right direction. So
I was a little surprised that he did that too, and there's no knock on him, but because they hooked at least 15 and 16 hooked pretty good, and that's where he's been struggling is when he doesn't have him as tight front to back, he scores well. Or I'm sorry, he doesn't score well when they're not as tight. The nights that we have it, where we were talking that one night where you said it pair just was really tight. When they get like that, Norm's pretty good, but when he struggles with transition in that place because transition is different in there. As you know, that place it's not hard to score in that building, but if you're not familiar with that building, it can be rough. It really can. Which is crazy after you see all the scores that come out of that place. But I think he finally calmed down last week. And so when he calmed down, I think he finally was like, okay, don't beat yourself up if you don't make a great shot and you move on. So.
Yeah. Noah's kind of done the same thing for us. He's, he was a little concerned about bowling with somebody like James, who is averaging 245 or 246, 247, something like that. And he was just a little nervous to start the year at, and then he's had some trouble with his wrist or whatever, and so he's been working through some stuff. But Jaden and I have been bowling well. I shot 730 something, James shot 740, and Jaden shot 680 the other night. So
well.
Yeah, we've got no matter who's up there, whether it's me or Jaden, we've got the best leadoff bowler in the league right now, and that's just as important, I think, as having a solid anchor bowler, because again, Norm's your 2-hole right now, or is he your 1?
He's 2. No, he's 2.
Okay, either way,
he's 2. Baton's 1. I'm 3, and Crouch is 4. So, and then you
having a 2-hole that can shoot 740 is just about as good as having a great leadoff bowler, but
it helps.
Yeah, it's a fun time. James put the rest of our schedule here.
Yeah, it's right there.
You
got the last 6. Trail, Yuri, Crouch, Rose. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
Put it on the screen.
Yeah. That's Jay's team is tough. Jay's always tough, no matter what. Angel's team can be tough.
Oh,
Yuri just put
Trails who we got 31 off of.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be tough. Zach's team's not doing great, but Zach is tough. Trevor's team is going to be tough, and Russ's team is going to be tough. So we're in first, but we're coming down to it. So we've got, especially those last couple weeks, not to mention you guys kind of there in the middle. So yeah,
keep doing what you're doing. You're going to run away with this half. Just absolutely run away. I mean, if you got 2 guys shooting, what you said, one guy almost averaging 250. I mean,
yeah.
Jaden's she's averaging 225 almost probably.
She's at 223. I'm at 224. Our team average is 900.
Gosh, I dropped down to like 220. I think.
See that's what I was thinking the other day. Is I was looking at numbers and thinking, if you shoot 2,700 in this league, you're probably going to win. You're probably going to get 20. If you shoot 2,700, you're going to get 20 that night, because there's not a whole lot of people shooting 2,700. Well, we averaged 2,700, so that's been kind of nice so far. So
it's ridiculous. Newsflash: got the first donation for the fundraiser.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we can pivot into that a little bit. So this is one of the giveaway items. You and I will be on site December 9th. It's a Saturday, 6 p.m. Central. There's a lot of details in the description for you to check out. And it's not just a fundraiser / giveaway, whatever. We have some yearly awards to hand out.
Yep.
So we're going to be recapping kind of the year. So last year we did, and James is going to be with us too, by the way. Last year we had some categories, ball of the year. So we'll do our top 5. Underwhelming, we can talk about some that we thought were kind of disappointing. Shelf appeal, so the prettiest one.
My favorite one.
Yeah, that one's always a fun one. Underrated, so stuff that we maybe thought was going to suck or that kind of flew under the radar but ended up being pretty good. And then we'll have a surprise of the year. So we'll have, or I guess the underrated was it's really good but not getting a whole lot of attention. And the surprise of the year is something that we thought was going to be bad but ended up being pretty good. Something like a stealth pearl.
Yeah. I might have to bust out the Santa hat for it again.
Yeah.
Can't remember if I wore the Santa hat last year or not, but
maybe. Yeah, we'll have to do something interesting because that'll be because the previous weekend we're going to have the top 36 points for KCO or the KC tournaments. And then the weekend after, we're going to have the grand finale weekend, which I'm looking forward to bowling that.
There's also the doubles at Royal Crest the same weekend as the top 36, right?
The what?
I think the doubles is the day after.
Yes,
Sunday at Royal
because
Crest.
they're not just going to have the top 36. They're pairing that with something else, and they're also pairing the grand finale with something else too. It's
at Aaron's, isn't it? The grand finale.
The grand finale. Yeah. Aaron's going to be.
They're pairing the grand finale with their anniversary tournament.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes, you're right. Yes, I remember that now.
That's going to be fun because they added more guaranteed money on that too. So.
Yeah, 1,500 guaranteed for first.
The same day that we're doing the doggo fundraiser, I'm actually bowling a tournament that day, so I'll have to bowl and then rush to you. I'm actually bowling the White John City tournament that day.
Oh, okay.
So
cool.
It's KC Bowl in Olathe East.
Cool.
But that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I don't remember who all I'm bowling with. I'm bowling with Paul Burnett, Chance Rivera, Tristan. I can never pronounce his name right. Music.
Yeah, Tristan Music. Yeah.
Thank you. And then I don't remember the other one. I don't remember. I'm going crazy. No, that's 4-man team. We're good.
That's a good little team there.
Yeah, we'll have fun. It's gonna be a good time. And KC, I always enjoy going to KC Bowl anytime I get. So.
Yeah, I still need to make one of those tournaments because
well, they do them monthly, so.
Yeah, and Ron Hopper runs them, and we go way back. So.
And then I'll look and see what. I think they already did. I don't remember, but I'll look and see when the next one is and go from there. Okay. They are fun. They're quick, easy little tournaments too. He runs a really good tournament, and you're in and out. So, and then Olathe East is Olathe East. You're either gonna shoot a lot or you're gonna shoot nothing.
Yeah, it really depends on what pair you get. Of course, I was absolutely flabbergasted. They had state there a couple years ago, and
that's where I actually bowled well.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing. I bowled really well at state too, which didn't make any sense because every time we go there, otherwise it's terrible. And we were on 7 and 8 for doubles and singles, and I'm like, oh my god, here we go. And I actually bowled really well. So I don't know. I don't know.
I was on 9 and 10, I think. So I was close. I was right by the doors, if I remember right. It might have been. I don't remember. I know I was right by the doors. I do remember that. Hopper is just amazing. Yes, Ron Hopper is amazing.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, he always tells me to say hi to you. By the way, so.
Yeah, Ron and Joyce are great. So I do need to make a point to get up there and see him. So.
Got to take you to the Mason Jar. Mason Jar is fantastic.
Yeah, you told me about that, and I've got to get you to Wyan Barbecue.
I pass it every time, and every time I pass it, because we drive right by it as we're coming in, it's literally like 30 seconds away from the bowl. So
yeah.
Every time I drive by it, I always tell Amanda, "Hey, that's that place that Luke tells me about all the time. It looks like a little hole in the wall."
Yeah, I was about to say it's a shitty little hole in the wall, and I thought it was awful the first 3 or 4 times they took me there. But all the bridge inspection guys used to like to go there whenever we were in Kansas City, and I'm like, oh my god, because they don't have pulled pork, they have sliced pork, and they don't have sliced brisket, they have chopped brisket, and I'm like, this is stupid. And then somebody told me it's like, no, you get the half chicken and the fries. Yeah. The fries are about the best fries they're just crinkle cut fries, but I don't know what they do to them, but they're amazing. And the smoked half chicken is ridiculous. And they have a barbecue sauce that has cinnamon in it, but it's spicy. and it just
Okay.
doesn't make any sense the first time you try it. It's like, this just doesn't work. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, you know what? I miss Wyandotte barbecue now.
I mean, I love barbecue, so I'm always down. And I will tell anybody that watches this stream that if you're in the Lawrence area, Kansas City area, Lawrence area, and you're looking for, or say Lawrence, you're looking for an underrated, very sleeper, good barbecue spot, Big's Barbecue in Lawrence is where it's at. That is some damn good barbecue. For being outside of Kansas City, that place is really, really good. They even have a burn-ins burrito. Yes, I said that right. Thank you, Angel. I get it a lot, and it's very, very, very filling.
Yep.
I say the Ron Burgundy, this burrito is filling, but it sure is delicious. Slaps, Slaps barbecue is amazing too.
Slaps is ridiculous.
Making me hungry now.
We have to,
Making me hungry.
Yeah. All right. So let's.
Angel, Amanda says we can send the boys to the barbecue place. Then you and I can go to the Mason Jar.
Yeah.
Mason Jar is killer though, man. I'm telling you, it's really good.
Yeah, I do have to take you to Wyandotte. We have to try that just to try it. Okay. And then we can do something else. But we have to make that happen. So.
I am down. I'm good with that. You tell me barbecue and I say when.
It's one of those places that's a little off the wall because they have a little mangled sheet of paper on the door that says no cell phones, because they're not going to put up with you being on your cell phone while you're ordering. You go up there and you order, and you pay attention to that lady up there because she's been there for like 30 years. And the lady that runs the cash register and everything else, and half chicken and a fry.
This sounds intense.
It's one of those places that's an experience. But again, I've grown to actually like it. So
it sounds like it's going to turn into a barbecue fight club if you bring out your cell phone.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyhow, yeah, we can get into the let me see, chat overlay. New comments will display here.
What is that?
Let's try. I don't know. It's a new feature. I just turned it on. We'll see.
It is a new feature?
Yeah. Yeah, chat overlay. So if people post comments, they'll show up in the sidebar.
Oh.
So yeah, there we go. The OP location of Wyandotte barbecue is more laid back. Yeah. The Wyandotte barbecue #2 is very chill. It's more like a normal place. The original location over there. Yeah, there we go. Testing.
Huh.
Mom,
Jason Nelson. Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
gosh.
yeah, the other location is kind of normal. The original one over by Pro Bowl is different. It's an experience. So, but yeah, they're half chicken. Again, you don't get anything. You go there and you get the half chicken. Don't get anything else. You get the half chicken, or you get the whole chicken. I don't know, but the brisket is meh. The pork is meh. I'm sure it's good, but when I go to barbecue, I want sliced brisket and I want pulled pork. I don't want sliced pork and chopped brisket. I just don't want that. So
I'm a burn-ins kind of guy, though. I do like me some burn-ins.
I'm not even sure that they have burn-ins is the thing.
If they don't, that's no big deal.
Yes, Paul, the fries alone are worth the stop. That's what I'm telling you. I don't know. They're crinkle cut fries. They're just regular ass crinkle cut fries. And I don't understand why they're so good, but they're just ridiculous. I don't get it.
Hey, I do have to stop your conversation. Yeah. Thank you, Trevor. You know what?
Yep.
You guys can all kiss my butt. Finally.
Yeah.
I partied hard that night.
Well, and see, this is what I said the other day. It's like, okay, so Miami beat them by like 50. That doesn't matter anymore because Broncos beat Chiefs. Chiefs beat Dolphins.
Yeah, I know, it's right.
Logically speaking, this means Broncos are better than Dolphins.
The most impressive thing about that game, though, was they kept them out of the end zone. So,
yeah.
I mean, 5 turnovers you're not going to win ball games in the NFL, turning the ball over 5 times. Living in the past. Yeah, well, but we didn't play this week, so I can still live in the past. That's technically our last game, so boo.
Yeah. It's a long season.
It's a nice. You know what? I sat on my butt on Sunday and I sat here and watched football. And I told Amanda, I said, you know what? It's really kind of nice to not be pissed off on a Sunday. So I sat there and I peacefully watched the NFL, and yeah, it was a good time. I'm still running on cloud 9. It felt good to get that win, finally knock that monkey off our back. So
yeah,
it was nice.
It was Haas Super Bowl. Yeah, this was kind of fun. I like the chat overlay here.
That's different. I like it.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, let's talk a little doggo fundraiser. So Angel and I, all three of our dogs now have come from fosters. The first two, Aspen and Missile, came from Paws Crossed, and they're busy, and so they couldn't keep their rescue going, and so they're now kind of with Pawsitive Tails. Pawsitive Tails KC.org. The information is in the description. So if you want to see who you're donating to, and they specifically have a fund for people that this is the one that goes. Our stuff goes to Pawsitive Tails, but it goes for the Lance Tucker Memorial Fund. Lance is the son of the owner, I guess, of the rescue, who died because he took something that was laced with fentanyl, and so he made it to, I think he was 21, 22, 23, something like that. So they created a fund in his name for people that have large emergency medical funds. So if you go to the vet and it's like, okay, well, they ate something and the surgery is going to be $1,500 and people don't have $1,500, this fund is specifically going to that. And so that's what we donate to. You can check them out if you want to see exactly who you're donating to. I have our PayPal and our Venmo links in there. Please send friends and family. I understand people want to send goods and services because you're protected, but then they also put a fee on that, so we don't get the full amount. And I'm on staff with 4 different companies. I'm very visible, and so scamming people is not a good idea. And you can ask anybody before. We've done this for several years now. They get the money, we show the screenshots, and we send people the stuff. So I have an awful lot to lose if I were to not be responsible with doing this fundraiser. And it's gone off without a hitch for the last several years. Fingers crossed. We keep doing the same thing, but this is legit. It's above board. And so we do ask friends and family. If you're not comfortable with that, I understand, but that's what we ask, and that it's worked out well so far. So entries are $10 a piece up until $50. If you spend $50, so entries, if you put $40 in, that's 4 entries, but if you go to $50, that's 10 entries. After $50 and up, every $5 you get an entry into the drawing. And so we have giveaway items. This is one of the giveaway items right here. We have 2 magic gems that we are giving away. They didn't feel like sending them to me on time to do a review and have anybody actually care about it. And so we just decided to give them away. So we've got 2 magic gems that will be in the giveaway. Angel's also donating one of her IQ emeralds out of her emerald stash to give away. It smells great. Now we also have
that's the wintergreen one, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, this something
mint, spearmint or something.
I can't remember.
Oh, I can't stand it, but I love the color.
It's something.
By the way, the in the description, the entry description is there. So when you're talking about, yeah. So just a reminder.
So I'm going to go down through all of we have, again, like I said in the opener, we have $3,500 worth of stuff that we're giving. Yes, Bowling with Brent, Melon Mint. Smells amazing. We have $3,500 worth of giveaway prizes. So there is that. So for every $500 we raise, we will give away a package. And a magic gem plus Some other stuff is going to be a package. IQ Emerald plus some other stuff is going to be a package. We have a couple of very special balls to give away if we get to certain milestones. Like last year, we got to $65.95, so $6,595. If we clear that, if we get to $6,600, donated by Bowling with Brent, who is in the chat right now, we have an overseas code master. This is NEX Pearl. We've only seen NEX Pearl on the Axiom Pearl. So this is the code core, the RAD 4 core with NEX Pearl on it. This is a sexy looking bowling ball. You can see NEX.
Sweet. What's the sin on that bad boy?
I can't remember, but it's amazing. I don't know where the box is.
Okay. That's all right. I was just curious.
Oh, this is Apple Crisp. It's the same scent as the. Yes, it's very apple-y.
Huh, okay.
And then if we somehow get to $7,500, Angel is giving away her last Marvel Maxx SE. This has the NRG2 Pearl cover on it.
Okay.
And it's sexy. And Angel has already had one of these, and she has some other stuff that reacts similar to this. And so she's okay letting this go. Plus, like I showed earlier, that's where this bottle opener came from. Her previous Marvel Maxx SE that she has thoroughly used. We sent it to Homer Lex, that's in the chat. It's been in the chat. He's the one that's made the bowling ball art. So I'm going to go down through the prize list now. So what we have, and every single package is going to come with one of these. Or two of these, actually. So if you look at that, we have ball cups that have a paw print in the middle. And we also have the spinners that say "For the Doggos" in the middle.
Speaking of doggos?
Hey, stop, you dingo. You're moving my stuff. You little idiots, you just ruined everything now. Man, I've got to fix this nonsense now because these idiot dogs.
It is blurry.
Yeah, these idiot dogs that we're raising money for. Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, we're going to have to raise we're going to have to raise money because somebody's going to get injured here, sir.
He said,
One punch dingo.
Who are you talking about, Willis?
Here. I know. Uh-huh.
Hi, buddy.
This is rescue dog number 3.
Hi, buddy.
This is Storm Dog. We got him from Pawsitive Tails.
That is a ball of energy right there.
Yep. This was a foster fail. And we kind of intended, because we had a husky that passed away a couple years ago, and the other dogs that we had didn't know what to do without their alpha. And so on cue, this is DINGO, Storm Dog. He's a Husky Shepherd mix. I know. And you're the reason we can't foster anymore, aren't you? Uh-huh. But he's adorable, isn't he? Uh-huh. Right on cue. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
White and blue eyes.
Exit stage left. All right. So again, the details are in the description. We have a Mistel. Come here. Come here, doggy. I know. This is Mistel. This is the one. I know. Mistel. I know. Storm Dog wants to play, and she's not having it. It's okay, Mistel. I know. Storm Dog, go away. I know. Mistel was the dog that started it all. She was our first foster, and that's how we got hooked in with the foster community. And then we started, or the rescue community, rather, and then we fostered several dogs. And so that's kind of how we got into this. But anyway, so again, the Venmo and PayPal links are in the description. $10 an entry until you get to $50, and then anything after 50 is $5 an entry, or you get an entry for every $5 that you donate. Every $500 we raise, we will give away a prize package. Like I said, every single prize package is valued at $250 or more, and we have 13 prize packages to give away that we're going to give away regardless. But we're going to try to do them every $500. So once again, I'll pop this back up on the screen. So we have ball. So every single package is going to come with one of the ball cups and one of the spinners. And you see the spinners say for the doggos and have the paw prints on the inside. And then there's the paw prints on the ball cups themselves. So one of the packages is the IQ Emerald plus the ball cup and ball spinner. Next one is we have a Pink Widow Urethane plus one of the pens. So we also sent, Angel had a Tropical Storm.
Oh, okay, that's right. Tropical Storm.
That was absolutely awful. And so we decided to turn it into pens. And so this guy made, these are very, very nice ballpoint pens. So
they're very heavy duty. They're heavy too.
Yeah, I need to have better lighting. But anyway, these are very, very nice ballpoint pens. Tropical Storm, Marvel Maxx SE. So the Pink Widow Urethane is going to come with the ball cup. I need to get another brewski out myself.
Trying to get rid of these.
My brother's sour out.
Trying to get rid of these, so that's what I'm drinking. It's a summer adventure lager. I'm over the summer beers at this point. Sorry.
Yeah, this is my brother's prickly pear sour. I don't know how this is going to go in this glass now, but yeah, DINGO.
What's up, Jared?
Once again,
I don't remember that one being that awful.
Is in the description. If you guys have any questions, most of it's in there. I'm going to update it with the prize list. I put everything in there, but I didn't have the prize list when I did the, when I created the stream earlier. And so I will get that updated. I now have the list that I'm going to be reading off now.
You can probably post it in the comments after we're done too.
Yeah. Prickly pear sour.
I know why this has now been in the fridge for so long. It's awful.
That's great.
It's not good.
So, again, Emerald, and so everything comes with a ball cup and a spinner. IQ Emerald. Then we have Pink Widow Urethane and a pen, ballpoint pen. Then we have an SPI ball of choice that's been donated by a friend. So whatever current line SPI, Storm, Roto, or Global ball that's currently in production that you want, whatever weight, you'll get it. Then we have 2 magic gems that will also come with a Premier Chamois. These are fantastic, by the way. Really like these. They're very heavy duty. You can definitely leave a mark on somebody if you slap them with it. But these are really cool. And so we have 2 magic gems. 2 magic gems. Each come with a chamois and a ball cup and spinner. Then we have any ball of choice from Bowler's Mart, $200 value. So if you find any, and it could be an overseas ball as long as it's under $200. So the ball of choice will come with, again, the ball cup and spinner.
And Timmy P donated the Purple Widow Urethane. So thank you, Timmy. Shout out to you, sir.
A lot of people sending stuff in. Then we have somebody else that's in our member group that is donating a Creating the Difference surface maintenance pack. And no matter what you think about Creating the Difference, their surfacing stuff is some of the best out there.
Yes, it is.
So you're going to get all of this stuff.
I personally use True Cut pads myself.
The True Cut pads are probably about the best, and Vice has put out some pads that are pretty good too, but the True Cut pads are kind of the standard right now for by hand use at the bowling alley. If you have a spinner, you can use Abralon, but the True Cut pads last a lot longer. They're very, very good for by hand surface adjustments while you're bowling, or not while you're bowling. Before you bowl, hashtag rules, but USBC doesn't really care about. Hi, Pickles. Hi, Pickles.
Oh, he went there. And you know what else I like about those is they make them for little people that have little hands like me.
Yeah. So they're 6-inch pads, 500 through 5,000. So you get the life after death, the wow factor, True Cut conditioner, and a polish. You get a BAM pat doggos. You're disrupting my calm. You get a BAM pad, you get a big fluffy pad, you get a power pad, polishing pad, Stabila pad. So this is a great package. So thanks a bunch to Biddle for donating.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff, and that's some good stuff too. And again, I don't care what you think about creating the difference. This is a good package. So definitely, muchos gracias. We also have a. Is that what's in this box? Oh, no, we have a... I didn't show this. Pink Widow urethane.
Pink.
Yeah. This has got the purple hammer cover on it, by the way. And the purple hammer cover, black Widow core. Bingo.
Lots of pink.
What are you doing, Buck?
Talking a lot. He's doing lots of talking.
We also have a half ball that I need to move, Dingo. Ding, ding.
We did bust out the half ball on the last show, I think.
Move, ding, ding.
It's signed by like Stu Williams. I don't remember the others. I'm sorry. Stu Williams. That's going to kill me now. All right. You got to tell me.
Move, ding, ding. Ding, ding. Move, Dingo.
Was Troop one of them? Did Troop sign it?
DINGO. So we have an altered reality half ball. So there's Stu Williams, Kyle Troop, and then we have Jesper and Simo on the other side. So yeah, this is again, this is an altered reality half ball. It's very cool. And then we get to the really cool stuff. Next one. Hi, what do you want, sir? Violence? Why are you violent? You gotta be
Wants to party. Wants to party.
Yeah. So, the next one is a bowl made from a timeless. Hi, Pickles. Come here, Pig.
Doesn't it still have the core in it? Or like the core?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still got part of the core on the inside. Hi, Pickles.
So cool. This
is rescue dog number 2. This is Aspen Piggy. I know, Pickles. I know you're an excitement pig. I know.
And that's the shy pup. She's a shy one.
Yeah, she's the shy one if you can't tell. Hi, Pig. You're a nice pig.
It's true. She really is shy.
I know. You're Jelly Bean. I know. You're Jelly Bean.
She likes to be YouTube famous.
Yep. So yeah, he actually thought he didn't intend for this to be in there, but he thought it was so cool. This is actually part of the core from the timeless that's in there. There's the ball that's on the inside. But this still smells like a timeless. This is just so ridiculously cool.
It is cool.
I mean, he took a bowling ball and he turned it into a bowl. We have a Spectre bowl. So yeah, this is very, very cool. We also have a bowl made from my High Road T that I sent him. The High Road T looks an awful lot like the timeless, but the cover is there. The shell is thicker. And so he was able to make a very substantial bowl out of my High Road T, which is an overseas High Road Pearl. This is just amazing, ridiculous work. And he donated all this stuff. And this takes hours and hours and hours and hours and days to do all this stuff.
Finally a use for a timeless. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I never threw one, so I don't know.
Oops, why is that stuck on there? Oh,
I've only thrown one Belmo ball in my life, and that's the Fate. So I wouldn't know.
all right. Well, I just put all that stuff on the top of my
Wasn't
list.
there? Didn't Belmo make one called the Drive or a Drive or something like that?
Yeah, the Drive was the second one after the Timeless, and nobody really liked that one. There wasn't a whole lot of people that liked the Timeless.
And it was ugly too, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Drive was pretty ugly.
I thought so. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Yeah. So the next item after the 2 bowls, you get a pen of choice, which he made tropical storm pens and Marvel Maxx SE pens. So we're just going to put some stuff in there. But he made a knife out of the Timeless.
That's not a knife.
This is a nice. Yeah.
This is a knife.
This is a nice knife.
That's legit.
I mean, it looks. I don't know if we can see the.
You can kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah.
This is a knife.
This is
the handle on it's legit. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is a substantial knife, and like I said, get a husky. I said.
He's.
But yes, this is a very, very nice knife.
Yeah, that thing's legit.
I need to turn my dingo, sir.
Yeah, there you go. Use your your flashlight on your phone. So you just frozen it a little bit, but take my word for it. I promise it is legit. That is a cool ass handle.
Yeah. I know, dingo.
He's talking a lot tonight.
Get a husky.
He's always talking.
A very, very nice knife. So you get a knife and a pen. And then you get a set. We have a bottle opener, which will be one of the Marvel Maxx SE bottle openers or one of the Tropical Storm bottle openers, plus a wine stopper.
The wine stopper's cool too. Yeah.
Yeah, the wine stopper is very cool. I have that in actually one of my whiskey bottles. I have a Spectre wine stopper. And the cool thing about all this stuff is it does, if you need to clean it, it screws, he doesn't just glue this stuff in. So just like the pizza cutter, you can detach this stuff so that you can clean. This is stainless steel. So you can clean this stuff and then you can, reinstall it into the bottle opener or the ball part. And you can do the same thing with the with anything. And this is great for the pizza cutter because the pizza cutter actually, the head of it comes off of that too. So yeah, this stuff is very firm. I mean, look at this. This is very firmly anchored. So yeah, so you can take this stuff off. So if you need to get in there and clean this stuff, you can get the metal brass parts off. I know, Buck. What are you doing, Buck? You need to go outside, Buck. You go outside, Buck.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That pizza cutter, though, I mean, the knife is cool. That pizza cutter is legit.
The pizza cutter weighs like 3 pounds.
It's ridiculous.
It is insane.
You can almost throw that damn thing down the lane. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, to recap, everybody gets...
Did we go through them all already?
Yeah, we went through them all already, but I'm going to go back through again. So, ball cup and spinner. Everybody gets a ball cup and spinner with every package.
Yep.
Then we have the emerald. We have an IQ emerald. We have a pink widow urethane plus, again, one of the pens. We have a ball of choice currently in production from Storm, Roto, or Global. We have 2 magic gems plus a chamois. We have any ball of choice from Bowler's Mart up to a $200 value. We have the Creating the Difference Surface Package. We have the Altered Reality half ball with all the signatures, plus one of the bottle openers.
Those are still my favorite. I love those bottle openers. Those are so cool.
We have the Timeless Bowl and the High Road Tea Bowl. Then we have Timeless Bowl, and then separately High Road Tea Bowl. Then we have the Timeless Knife. So this was from the hilts from the Timeless with a pen. And then we have a set of a bottle opener, a wine stopper, and a pen. Then, of course, when we break our record from last year of $65.95, if we get to $6,600, we'll give away the Codemaster. Then if we get to $7,500, we'll give away the Marvel Maxx SE. So all of this stuff has been donated one way or another.
The extra pins and bottle openers and stuff, if we keep going crazy, we can give those away.
Yeah, if we manage to get, we have more stuff to give away. If we get into, crazy numbers beyond what we're thinking, we have more stuff to give away.
Illpad is on the bench for a ball of choice.
Yeah.
SPI ball of choice.
Yeah, we have another
the extra stuff there. I thought there was one other, but I can't think of it if so. But yes, we have some on the bench.
Yeah, we have some Coolwick stuff that we can pop in there too. So
that was the other thing I was thinking of.
So yeah,
if you are overseas, we will substitute.
Yeah,
that's what we did last year.
Okay, so this is one of the things. If you are international, so if you are from overseas, I'm sorry, but I'm not paying $150 to ship you a bowling ball. But if you win something, we will substitute for Coolwick items because they do ship overseas. So if you want to order a hoodie or a jersey or whatever else, we will give you the same amount of value. And this is value before the shipping because we will take care of that. But we will give you the same value as one of the packages. So $250. So if you want to order slacks, shorts, hoodies, jerseys, whatever else. Yeah, they got backpacks too. So order $250 worth of Coolwick stuff. And that will substitute for one of the packages.
Did you have me down for a Coolwick giveaway too?
Yeah, we can add you. And that's the other thing is we can throw in, if anybody else wants to add some stuff to it, we can add some stuff.
I kind of want to do something cool and give away like a Coolwick jacket or something.
Not doing opener. If anybody wants to donate prizes now, we'll go to next year's.
Okay. Yeah, we need some stuff for next year too. So some of this stuff was actually the Ultra Reality half ball we've been sitting on for a little while.
Okay. Well, you got me to give away stuff too if you need it. So I got no problem donating some stuff.
Yeah.
If you got room for it.
So anyhow, I will get the description updated with all of the items we're giving away. It has all of the other information. If you send goods and services, it will be refunded. We will not say anything. It's in the notes. You can read. Friends and family, Max, in the chat here, I can always make more spinners and cups as well. He's the one that's donating the spinners and the ball cups.
And he did comment in there, I don't know if you missed it or not. The design he's doing for this with the paw print and for the doggos, it is exclusive for this. They are not available outside. So if you win one from this, you will have your unique.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I imagine this will be a recurring thing every year.
Yeah.
But this will be the only chance. Winning one through the giveaway will be the only chance to get any of these. So
that's cool. That's cool. I like it. So we did get through all the prizes?
Yes, we got through all the prizes.
Okay. I thought you said so. I was just making sure.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. So there's several of these balls that are Marvel Maxx SE is 300, 350. Codemasters, again, 300, 350. Magic Gems are $200 a piece, plus they're coming with the other stuff. These handcrafted bowling ball items are, I mean, one of these pens is $90. These are very, very nice.
Yeah, they're cool
pens.
Yep.
You will be absolutely floored, actually, when you get them, and especially they're made with storm balls, so they still smell like the storm ball. So,
also, as a reminder, if you're going back and you did not watch this live, in the description has all the details. Only thing it does not have in there is the prizes. So,
yeah, I'll get the. So yeah, how many dollars needs to be raised to have James eat a pickle live on stream? If we hit $10,000, that'd be crazy. I would actually push for $10,000 because I want to see this all day.
I kind of want to see you eat one too.
If he's eating one, so are you, dude.
Highly doubtful.
Oh, I kind of want to see you eat a pickle too while you're at it.
Yeah, may have missed this. What are the bonus amounts to activate the Codemaster Marvel Maxx SE? So for the Codemaster, we're just trying to beat last year. So it was $65.95 was the total last year. If we get to $6,600, the Codemaster will be triggered. To get up to the Marvel Maxx SE, we need to hit $7,500. So 6,600, 7,500.
Good night, Richard.
Thanks, Richard, for checking in. Hope you had fun on your vacation. I saw that you were actually on vacation. So,
speaking of that, he actually just sent me something. There's what he was drinking on tonight.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
Looks tasty.
In.
Appreciate it. All right, carry on. Sorry.
So,
this cord's driving me nuts.
Once again, all the information is in the description. I will get it updated with the prize list stuff, but all the rest of the information is there. Where you can donate, how you need to donate. Yeah, pretty much all the details and everything. Buck.
It's going to be a fun stream. Looking forward to it. We always have a good time doing it. And hope everybody comes and hangs out with us on December the 9th. At what time
December
again?
the 9th, 6 o'clock p.m., 6 p.m. Central Time. Miss. Come here, sweetie. Come here. Hi, baby miss.
10,000 is a hit. Does it trigger sours? Yes. If we hit 10,000, I'll drink sours.
Ding. Come here, Buck. Storm dog. Come here. Yeah, he's preoccupied.
Honestly, you hit $8,000, I'll drink sours.
Yeah, I mean, God, we've still got those pickle shots.
Oh gosh, now you're pushing it.
Yeah.
Anything to help the doggos.
Yeah.
December 9th at 6 o'clock. I'm glad I asked because I hadn't even asked what time we were doing it.
Ding. Storm dog. Buck. It's
gonna be fun.
Buck. Come here.
Raylan's got a gymnastics competition that same weekend.
Storm. Hey. Mistletoe.
We're at the point of the show. You got two, so we got about 30 minutes left here.
Stuff in here since now I discovered this awesome chat overlay.
Once again, also a reminder, we are going to have a show next week. I don't know what day yet. Luke and I will discuss that.
Pretty sure it'll be Monday. That's probably the easiest day.
Monday's fine. We'll do a Monday stream for just a fun one.
Peace.
The week after that, we will be having Packy Hanrahan on with us.
Peace. Come here, Miss.
And I'm sure he'll spend the whole 2 hours with us.
Pig.
We do not have a date set up yet for Rhino, but we will work on that and we will update you as that happens.
Come here.
So,
Aspen. Hi, Pickles.
Also, make sure you send in your questions if you have a question for Packy or Rhino. Make sure you send it to us on our email, and we'll filter those out and get those to them. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait.
Miss. And Pig. Aspen. No, get down, Dango.
Catch any of the Kansas Masters? I actually watched a little bit of it on YouTube. I think it's a great idea that wasn't fully prepared for.
What was that?
So, oh, Jason Nelson I was updating everybody on the upcoming shows and stuff like that. And he just asked if I caught any of the Kansas Masters. And I said I watched a little bit of it on YouTube. Great concept, great idea, just not very well executed.
Very poorly executed.
They could have made that a really cool thing if they would have actually decided to put the effort into, what's the best way to put that? Put the effort into the tournament. I don't know. It's hard
that
to
it deserved.
Yes, thank you.
Because there was a couple other posts I saw on Facebook from other states that had Masters tournaments the same weekend. This one was done all in one day. They didn't have the information out about a dress code that they just kind of put on the Kansas State USBC Facebook page a day before the event.
Yep.
They wanted no cell phones allowed, but they didn't put that anywhere. That was kind of a word of mouth thing.
It was on the flyer on their webpage.
I don't remember seeing that. I remember seeing the lane courtesy. I don't remember seeing the cell phone thing.
I'll get back on there and look. Because I remember seeing that. But Dylan was messaging me the whole time. So
yeah. They had 2-lane courtesy. They didn't have any prize fund information at all. It was $150 to enter it. And they said the top prize was a Masters entry, which is $500. They didn't provide, they said it was going to cash 1 in 4, but they didn't give any estimates based on number of entries. The host center did not post any information whatsoever about anything. They didn't have anything. There was not one Facebook post. They had the front page of the flyer on their website, but nobody's going to a bowling center website looking for tournament information. There was no information shared. There was no post made, nothing by the host center that said, hey, we have a rather prestigious tournament that we want people to dress up for. You can win a spot to the Masters. No, didn't care. And then apparently they got into match play. This was another fun one. They got into match play and didn't end up giving higher seeds practice balls when coming onto the pair because the people running the tournament were getting tired and they just wanted to get out of there.
Yeah, that's awful. That's awful. And they did post something somewhere about no electronic devices because I knew about the no electronic devices.
Yeah,
it may not have been on. It may not have been on the flyer. I think the Kansas State USBC must have posted it or something, but they did say somewhere no electronic devices, but they must not have enforced it because
and this is the wild thing too with all the people that we have in this area. The entire Wichita State team could have been up here. Packy bowled it. We had to tell Zach Wilkins about it in Tulsa because he had no idea. He's living in Kansas City. Professional bowler living in Kansas City had no idea that this tournament was going on, that you could win a spot to the Masters through this tournament.
Which I'm surprised he still didn't come.
Yeah, I don't know. But you could have had all kinds of people. All you have to do, you got Packy in the area. His YouTube channel has 150,000 subscribers. You tell Packy to say something about the Kansas Masters tournament. You can win a free entry to the Masters. Gets all kinds of people there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Very poorly run, terribly just awful.
We'll see if they do it again, but they say it's an annual thing, but we'll see. I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm sure they definitely got turned away on that. I know it's supposed to travel around, so it's going to go to a different center every year.
Yeah,
At least I believe it is.
Yeah. That's the idea. Is it'll go to a different center every year. Maybe that center will actually advertise the tournament.
Could have been a really cool thing, but great idea, poorly executed. Let's just put it at that.
Yeah, they had like 60 people there.
I didn't know what the exact number was. That's not great.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Now, First place ended up getting $1,800. In addition,
which was Spencer Robards, by the way. Yeah.
So they got a total of $2,300, which is like regional payout for 150. The entry is $150, and I'm looking at this saying, okay, so they're paying 1 and 4, and the top prize is a master's entry. So you're paying $150 to get into a tournament, and first place is $500. There was no other payout information, estimates, anything.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't.
They ended up paying first place $1,800 or $2,300 total. And most regionals are $300. And so, yeah, the regionals are $300. And first place most of the time in them is $2,000 to $2,500. This payout was actually, and they paid the first non-cash or the top non-cashing female and the top non-cashing senior. And the payout ended up being really good. However, the other problem is that 6 games of qualifying, they were charged. If you look at the fees breakdown, it's a singles tournament. They charged $10 of that $150 for expenses. Then they charged $30 for lineage for 6 games. So the house charged $5 a game for lineage and $10 for expenses for a singles tournament.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, I get the prestigious thing too. And the other thing I thought was silly was the 2 lanes of courtesy. You want to complain about the timing. Like, if you want to speed things up, let's just go.
Oh my God. It also took forever. I tried to, because we thought that, if they get done in time or whatever else, Bo and Riley were up from McPherson. We thought we'd go out and have supper with them if they got done in time. Qualifying for 6 games took almost 5 hours.
Well,
and they had 4 on a pair.
Yeah, you're running 2 lanes of courtesy. That's ridiculous.
And if they ran double jump instead of 2-lane courtesy, totally different story. Double jump that they use in the PBA works so much faster than 2-lane courtesy.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Instead, you had to give a whole pair to your left and right.
It's
ridiculous.
Very, very poorly conceived, executed, whatever else. It was kind of.
Because I was watching the first couple games.
Well, yeah.
I had it on during while I was watching college football downstairs, and I was like, "Oh my God, this pace is freaking awful,
brutal." And yeah, the over 9 hours start to end, and that was the point. Is when they got into match play, you just started bowling. You just started bowling. If you had a bye or whatever else, you just started bowling, and nobody got practice balls because the people running the tournament were tired and just wanted to get out of there. So they punted.
If they ever do that again, I would tell them I'm never coming back to your event. Sorry. I've been sitting for however long. Why the hell am I not getting practice balls? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they came and picked up all the score sheets, took them back to the scoring desk, and then brought them all back to the competitors.
Yeah.
And they said some games they had to wait to get their score sheet back so that they could record their score before moving pairs for the next game.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a sheet and you walk through and you write down everybody's scores and then you go enter it in the computer and you're fine. Instead of going down there physically taking everybody's score sheets.
I still don't even understand why they wouldn't even give them just two balls each lane.
They wanted nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, so did the bowlers, I'm sure.
Yeah. So
it's ridiculous.
Train wreck across the board.
Great idea, poorly executed.
But don't complain about bowling, because complaining is not what bowling needs.
Hey, he said it. Yeah, you're still a paying customer, even if it's just a tournament.
Yeah,
not just a tournament, but
Buck, come here.
Still paying customer. You have the right to complain.
Storm dog, come here. Or move so one of the other doggies.
The problem with the bowling is the
Buck, come here.
The proprietors, not really proprietors, but they don't really listen to the bowlers anyways. Now, granted, bowlers are kind of a pain in the ass anyways, but yeah, watch the last 5 minutes or so of stream. Spencer's interview gets cut off for Cosmic Bowling to start.
Yeah.
That's cool. They could have waited, 2 minutes for that to happen.
Oh my gosh, finish up. Oh yes, the buddies. What are you doing, buddy? You got buddies?
I did watch the final match. Spencer pretty much ran that away.
Yeah, he ran away with the entire tournament. He was pretty much start to finish. It was Spencer's tournament.
The lefties had a really good look. They really did.
Yeah, Packy did pretty well, and so yeah, this was kind of a. They put out Carmen Salvino, and
They look tricky.
Favorable for the lefties.
They look tricky. I will say. So like Wesley Edwards, I was watching at this point. He shoots 279 game one.
Mm-hmm.
He moves over to 21 and 22, and that pair looked awful. By the way, that was the stream pair, and he goes 7-10, so 8 split. The next 5 frames, he goes 8 split. 8 split.
Some more pickles. Hi, baby pig.
5. Anyways, he went open, all splits the first 5 frames. After shooting 279, and he still found a way to shoot 2-0. Yeah. That's impressive. Impressive as hell.
I know. You're my baby. You're my baby pig. I know.
All right, I'm going to have one more beer before we get off the air here.
You're my pig. You're my pig. I know. You're my pig.
Ooh, I don't know. Somebody's got to vote. All right, before my last one. I already had a Yingling. Do I go with the Voodoo Ranger Hazy IPA or the Yingling? Which one?
I think you go with the Voodoo Ranger.
I like it.
Pig. Nice pig. Meese.
I like it.
Meese.
Wise you are, my friend. Wise you are.
Meese.
Anyways.
Come here, Mistel. Come here, doggy. I know.
Anyways, I hate to see that they fumbled that. That sucks because that could have been a really cool thing for the state of Kansas bowling.
Yeah, but, and it was the first one, so there's always going to be, hiccups. But this wasn't a hiccup. This was let's share a few posts about this on our Facebook page that nobody has liked, and then let's have it on let's stream it on a YouTube channel that has 7 subscribers, and let's not try to advertise it whatsoever. The host center doesn't really have anything else going on, so they probably could have advertised it and gotten a little bit more money, especially charging $30 for lineage. You'd think that you'd want more people in the building. There is that, especially since nobody else was going to be in the building anyway.
Doesn't Mike Long usually do a pretty good job?
Yeah.
I thought so. He's high up at the state Kansas, right? State Bowling Association. Yeah. I think he was actually the main head of it, wasn't he?
Yeah. But I mean, if you can't get any help from anybody else and you're there for 12 hours trying to run a tournament, I'd want to get out of there too.
Yeah, but I get the point. But I would never look at my bowlers and say, "No, you can't have practice." Because
we're punting because we just really want to get out of here.
Yeah, that's just not the right way to get people to come back. Could you imagine if Dave or Mike did that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dave or Mike did something like that. People would look at him and tell him, "I'll never come back."
Yeah.
You sat for 30 to 45 minutes, but you don't get to throw another ball. That's just ridiculous. I mean, I guess both guys or gals went into each pair blind, I guess, without practice.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
it is what it is.
My pickles. Come here, pickles.
That being said, they did look tricky. Left side looked easy, but the right side looked tricky.
Yeah, and that's one of those things that's very, very weird. And we experienced it in Tulsa. My God, Brandon Carlson shot 820 in team in Tulsa this last weekend. I have no idea.
Because he throws it hard.
I mean, there is that, but Trevor couldn't find anything, and Trevor is ridiculous.
Maybe it's because he I don't know.
Man, I don't know. He must have been bowling on the high end, number one, because the high end was significantly easier than the low end.
But usually is.
820 didn't exist for any lefty on any pair in that building. However, Eric Moore, that bowls on Trevor's team, that's a lefty, he shot 1,500 at Broken Arrow in Tulsa. Absolutely a lefty house. So it just totally flipped. Like, Andy B's is significantly easier on the right side. Not saying it's easy, it's just easier on the right side than the left side, and flip it for Broken Arrow. Very, very easy. Put it down 5 on at Broken Arrow for the lefties, and you're fine. And then the right side, it's like, oh, okay, well, this might develop into a great shot. And then it's like, oh, no, this is awful. So
you got to be excited for next year then.
Yeah, I am very excited. I see before. I mean, I haven't bowled good as a lefty at Broken Arrow yet. I finally found the secret this year, and I'm very excited that the entire tournament is at Broken Arrow going forward. So, if you are a lefty and are looking for some very easy money in a tournament, all you have to do is sign up for the Greater Tulsa Open and just chuck a ball down 5. And you'll be fine.
Yeah, it sucks though. This year I finally had a bad year down there for Broken Arrow. I usually like that place.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember what you finished, but you shot 770 in singles a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it was 770 in singles. Yeah. Oh, I bowled well in singles and doubles, if you remember.
Yeah, it was still 7 something.
I want to say that. I want to say that pair we were on was just really good because Dylan bowled really good on that pair too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I just saw the fronts a little better than others that day. I don't know because the front part of the lane in that place is so weird.
Yeah, the track just didn't get as destroyed that year.
Yeah.
Because and that's the other thing is that Trevor and Dylan and Trevor were on the same pair as you and I.
Yep.
And so there were 2 lefties, and so there wasn't as much traffic. And so you got to kind of sit out there and just put it down the side. Oh,
and I think I benefited a little bit off of Dylan when I had to move left because he created me a little bit of bounce when I had to chase it way left. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because obviously you and Trevor weren't going to do it. Hi, baby, you can come here. Uh-oh. Mini-Me's coming to say hi. You're not going to be able to hear anything because I have headphones in.
It's okay.
I can hear you though.
Future gymnast. She's the next Simone Biles, y'all.
Yeah.
Can you hear him?
Yeah. When you grow up, you're also going to be 4'11", and you're going to be a gymnastic star.
4'11" is pretty accurate. What do you think?
Yeah.
How
You're
tall
going
you
to be
think it'll be?
4'11", and you're going to be at the Olympics
Bleh.
in like 15 years. Or no, actually, yeah. I forget the Olympics. They normally retire by the time they're 22 or something.
That's fair.
Yeah, give it another 10 years. 10 years.
Are you going to go to the Olympics?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Go make daddy some money. Let me retire.
Yeah.
Just pay off my house and my cars and we're good.
Yeah, Simone Biles also married a defensive lineman from the Packers or something like that. Aaron Jones, I believe. I don't know. I could be wrong.
It is Aaron Jones, I think. I think it is Aaron Jones.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It is a Packers player, yes.
Yeah, it's a Packers player. I'm pretty sure it's Aaron Jones. I don't know what position he plays, but yeah. Simone Biles is a beast.
We're bowlers. We're not going to make any money. So go marry me an NFL player.
4'11" beast.
Sure.
She is a beast, and she's back. She's coming back to the Olympics this time around too. So,
yeah. All
right, go eat your dinner.
Jonathan Owens. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm completely off. Is Aaron Jones a Green Bay Packers player?
Yeah, Aaron Jones is.
Yeah. Okay. So totally with that. Yes, Jonathan Owens. Yep, you're right.
Sorry. Thanks for letting her say hi. She wanted to say hi, everybody.
Oh yeah.
She likes to come down and look at herself on the computer. Is all it is. That's why she was like making faces and everything else.
Yeah.
But Tulsa was a lot of fun. I always do enjoy going down there. I like that we bowled 2 team events, but I kind of one year wouldn't be upset if we bowled 1 and went to the breweries.
Yeah. Yeah. Because once we get done with that second team set, it's like 5 o'clock and you just don't really have time to do anything. Plus you've been in the bowling center all day. You don't really want to go. So I would almost be okay. Let's just bowl the 9 o'clock squad and then we'll go hang out at those breweries. And then we'll be good after that.
I've thought about it, to be honest with you. What I might do, if I did that, I'd probably definitely bowl the sweeper. And you're crazy going forward if you don't bowl the sweeper.
Yeah, I think from now on I do have to bowl the sweeper.
Yeah.
even though it takes $1 million to cash, it takes 800 to cash in the sweeper. But I mean, it's an alibi. I shot 7 once I finally figured it out. I shot almost 1,300 the back 5. So
It's an alibi, right?
75.
Yeah,
or
it's throw your low out.
So yeah, it's so you bowl 4 games and you throw your low game out, and
Yeah.
so all I have to do is just shoot 260, 260, 260, and then throw my 230 or 240 game out, and yeah, so there's that.
That's it. That's all you have to do.
Mhm.
You just got to shoot 260 every game. You can shoot 150 one game if you really want to. You just got to throw it out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only nice part about the alibis is if you're bowling pretty good and then you have that one game, you can kind of play around a little bit, try and find something. But anyway, what are you bowling coming up?
I don't think that there's anything until the we're gonna go watch the top 36, and we'll probably bowl the tournament that next day. And then we're definitely bowling the grand finale. I don't know if we're bowling that other tournament that weekend, but then they have another couple tournaments at the beginning, toward the start of the year, the New Year's Eve and whatever else. And I would like to get into bowling. Angel's kind of backing off on the tournaments, but I would like to start bowling a little bit more. And so I'm going to try to make a little bit more of a push for the KC tournaments this year. But
getting ready to start back over.
So. Bunch of stuff in December to bowl, and then I do want to make it to KC Bowl to do some of that stuff. Again, I've got handicap this year, so I'm almost getting 6 a game. So
we're almost to the end of the Tour KC season, so we'll be starting over again. Actually, the Thanksgiving Eve is the very last one, I believe, 4 points.
Yeah,
so.
And so I think the 2024 points actually start with
Christmas cash doubles.
Yeah, Christmas cash doubles, and then the New Year's Eve singles tournament or whatever. So,
are you going to bowl You're not bowling Thanksgiving Eve, right?
No, I'm not bowling Thanksgiving. And we'll have to see about the other tournaments, but I do want to try to make a push next year as far as the KC tournaments go, to get back in the top 36, and then have our grand finale entry paid for, and yeah. So
you don't have enough tournaments for your grand finale entry paid for?
No, we actually didn't bowl as many tournaments as I thought we did this year. I think I only had like 7 tournaments. I think Angel and I both bowled like 6 or 7 tournaments this year, and they will pay for you can qualify for it. You can bowl the event if you bowled more than 4 tournaments, and they will pay for your entry if you bowled more than 10. We just didn't make it to enough tournaments this year. But Big, what are you doing? What are you eating down there?
My game plan for that weekend, I'm going to bowl the grand finale, and then I'm going to bowl. Amanda and I think, are going to stay in Belton at the Hampton right there by Belton. I think that's like the exit before or whatever. I think we're going to stay one night since we have to turn around and get up, because you don't bowl till like 1 o'clock and then turn around, drive home. It's a heck of a hike to Aaron's to go pretty much home, to go to bed.
Yeah,
up, turn around, be there first thing in the morning. So we're gonna stay the night up there. I'm not convinced that she is. I don't know what her plan is, but I'm probably gonna stay the night up there. So that will be fine. Yeah, there was a lot of bowling in December. I am bowling the two in Topeka. My doubles partner is Jason Crouch, who's a local guy, as you know.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Luke inducted him into the Kansas Hall of Fame this year. So, Jason, I know you watched this show.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you. I know we've said it before, but looking forward to bowling with you. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, he had me put him in the City Hall of Fame too. So
good. Well, I'm going to ride the backpack, so we're ready to go.
Yeah. He's soon to be 50 too, so he's going to be.
We were talking about that.
You want to talk about the first guy you want to call for the over under 50 tournaments.
Maybe I'll kick Eddie Burke Eddie to the curb.
Yeah.
$350 for the doggos already, guys.
Yeah,
awesome.
We've already got people kicking stuff in, and I'll make a Facebook post and some other stuff. But yeah, we've almost triggered the first giveaway package. So
hats off to you guys. Thank you.
Once we start pushing, we'll get we'll get to $4,000 or $5,000 before we even start the stream that night. So that's kind of normally the thing. Once we say entries are open, we're good to go.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll end up giving all this stuff away. So
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that's coming up in like the next. But actually, it's about what a little over a month away, a month and 3 days for the doggo
a little
stream.
over a
So,
month.
month and 3
Yep. So
days.
we'll have the top 36, and then we'll have the other tournament with that, and then following weekend we'll have that. And once again, it's not just a fundraiser stream. We're going to talk about the year in bowling. We're going to have our categories for. Let me pull this back up. We're going to have the categories that we're voting on: ball of the year, underwhelming, shelf appeal, underrated, and surprise of the year. And also, I think we're going to have to update our top 10 of all time lists. The Summit has definitely made it onto that list for me. So yeah, just think about your top 10 all time list, whatever. But we'll talk about balls of the year, and we'll recap the year in bowling and some other stuff. And so the doggo fundraiser kind of goes on in the background. We talk a lot of bowling the entire stream. So
bowling and dogs.
Yep. Dogs to the layperson.
There you go. As Pat McAfee would say, dogs. Sorry, I watch a lot of Pat McAfee.
DINGO. Come here. Buck.
Buddy.
Come here. You
got him here, so that's cool.
Drum dog. Here, Buck. Hi, Buck. What are you doing? Buck. I know. I got a buck.
Buddy.
I got him. I got a Buck.
Got about 2 more minutes here. So,
buddy.
Hi, buddy.
DINGO. Buck. Ding. What are you doing, buddy?
We will be back. It sounds like on Monday night.
Yeah, next Monday we're gonna have Jonathan's birthday stream. We'll have the glass. You'll get to wear the hat. I also have some presents for you. So KU is up 58-19. What is it, basketball or? It's
basketball. College basketball season kicks off tonight. I am actually headed off here, and I'm going to go up and watch my Tigers play. Actually,
that's right. That's why you're home tonight. You told me that there's all kinds of college basketball going on. 58-19 is substantial.
They're playing nobody.
But yeah, I mean,
they're playing nobody. Yeah, so 6 o'clock, I think. Do a normal time, 6 o'clock Central Time on Monday night. I will be live and in person. We're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be more of a fun stream, probably. I don't think we plan on doing a topic. I think we're just gonna kind of hang out and.
Yeah.
BS.
Yep. We'll hang out. We'll have fun. We'll tell stories. Whatever else. So yeah. Fun hangout stream for that one.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I like it.
Episode number 76. So all right.
I can tell you, Nick, without even asking Luke, the astrophysics is money.
Mm-hmm. Tatas. The astrophysics is, I'm pretty sure I've still got one down here. I don't think I ever got rid of it. It's really now there's some other stuff that has kind of taken over, but the Astro, I like the Astro on both sides of the lane. It was really good. I like the Astro quite a bit. And I was actually pissed off when they announced the Astro because we never got NRG Pearl. So we had NRG Hybrid we never had the stronger Pearl covers here before. And so they had the physics that was NRG Hybrid. And then the astrophysics was R2S Pearl, and I was incredibly disappointed. And then the ball was awesome. So there's that.
Astrophysics, money. It's gone. She said it's wrong. It's gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone, Zoe.
The UC2 was basically the same ball, and the Virtual Energy Blackout is a stronger version of the Astro. So
yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's redonkulous.
I need one of those in my life, actually. I need one in my life.
Yep. I got to see what all kinds of stuff that Jared Freed's going to drill now that he can drill balls that actually hook down lane.
Yeah, he's been asking a lot on what he should drill. I told him there's a few storm balls he needs to drill, and then definitely needs an NV tour in his life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have an NV tour in your life, and if you're not affiliated with anything, you cray. That ball is money.
Buck, why are you irritating? Hi.
He says, I want you to turn stream off so we can go.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock and they want to go outside and have a last little. All right, we're done. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Again, I will get that the the prize list in the description updated at some point. So if it's not in there, I will get it updated soon. Next Monday, Jonathan's birthday stream. The following Monday, we will have Packy Hanrahan, PBA Titleist,
Two-time
on stream,
titleist.
twice, to talk about all kinds of different things. That will be a great show. Yeah, that's about all I know for now. So all the information for the doggo stream is in the description. We talked about it ad nauseum during the stream here. So yeah, we will see y'all later. I guess.
See you next week, 6 o'clock Central Time. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.